Good evening, friends. We are back again with one more session on Learn Polity through MCQs. This is the third part. And without any further delay, guys, let us start the topic. So, the first question is the fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution are inspired by the Constitution of. So, guys, the fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution has been taken from USA, and to be specific, it has been taken from a document known as Bill of Rights. So, Bill of Rights is the particular document from which we have taken the provision of fundamental rights in Indian Constitution. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have the directive principles of state policy are modeled on the Constitution of. So, basically, it is asking the source of the directive principles. So, we all know the source of directive principles is Ireland or Irish Constitution. Okay, so the source of directive principles in the Indian Constitution is Ireland or Irish Constitution. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have the parliamentary form of government in India has been borrowed from. So, guys, we have borrowed the parliamentary form of government in India from the UK or United Kingdom. Okay, the parliamentary form of government has been borrowed from United Kingdom. Moving towards the next question. The fundamental duties were incorporated on the model of the Constitution of. So, guys, it is talking about from which country we have taken the fundamental duties. Okay, fundamental duties were added by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976, and it has been taken from the Constitution of USSR, Soviet Constitution. Okay. Moving towards the next question, guys. The method of indirect election of President of India is adopted from. So, we all know that the President is not elected directly, but it is done through an indirect election by a proportional representation and single transferable voting system. So, this method of indirect election we have taken from the Constitution of Ireland. From the Constitution of Ireland. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have the provision of nomination of 12 members in the Rajya Sabha has been inspired from. So, again, guys, this provision we have taken from Ireland or Irish Constitution. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have the appointment of governor by the center has been borrowed from. So, guys, this provision we have borrowed from the Canada. Okay, the appointment of governor from the center will be the appointment of the governor will be done from the central government. Okay, moving towards the next question. The idea of suspension of fundamental rights during emergency is taken from. So, guys, this has been taken from the Germany or the Weimar Constitution. Okay, the Germany, which means during emergency, national emergency, all the fundamental rights shall be suspended, restricted. However, Article 20 and 21 cannot be suspended even during emergency, added by 44th Constitutional Amendment Act. Remember that is very important. Moving towards the next question, we have, guys, the ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity in the preamble are inspired from. This has been inspired from the French Constitution, the idea of liberty, equality and fraternity in the preamble. Okay. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have here the concept of prerogative writs originates from the legal system of. So, prerogative writs, there are certain writs in our constitution for enforcing our fundamental rights in case of any violation mentioned under Article 32 and 226 of the Indian Constitution. So, guys, this has been taken from the UK or the British Constitution. Moving towards the next question, we have, guys, here the very idea of having a preamble to a constitution has been derived from. So, guys, our preamble has been derived from the Constitution of USA, Constitution of United States of America. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have here the amendment procedure in the India reflects the influence from. So, guys, the process of amendment, which means updating the Constitution of India, we have taken from the Constitution of South Africa mentioned under Article 368 of the Indian Constitution. 368 of the Indian Constitution. Moving towards the next slide, we have here the concept of single citizenship in India has been borrowed from. So, guys, remember this is another provision which we have borrowed from the Constitution of United Kingdom or British Constitution. So, the concept of single citizenship is borrowed from UK. Moving towards the next slide, guys, the federal structure with a strong center has been inspired by the Canadian Constitution. Okay, that even we are following a quasi-federal structure, but the residual powers or the ultimate authority lies in the hands of the central government. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have the provision of residuary power lies with the union is taken from, again, guys, this has been taken from the Constitution of Canada. Constitution of Canada. Okay. Moving towards the next question, guys, we have here the concurrent list in the Indian Constitution is adopted from. So, guys, the concurrent list has been adopted from the Constitution of Australia. Okay, Constitution of Australia. Moving towards the next question, we have, so our next question is, which country's constitution influenced the idea of a written constitution in India? So, guys, it will be United States of America, from which we have taken the provision of written constitution. So, moving towards the next question, we have the idea of establishing an independent public service commission in India has been borrowed from which constitutional tradition? So, guys, it is United Kingdom. Okay, it's from UK. We have taken the provision of establishing an independent public service commission, and to be precise, it was Government of India Act 1935. So technically we are correct that we have taken the provision from United Kingdom, because back in that particular time we were under the control of the Britishers. The emergency provisions in the Indian Constitution are largely derived from, again, guys, it has been derived from Government of India Act 1935. However, suspension of fundamental rights during emergency has been taken from Germany, which we have already covered. Moving towards the next question, we have the idea of bicameral legislature in India has been borrowed from, again, from United Kingdom. So, guys, you can see from United Kingdom we have incorporated most of the important provisions in our Indian Constitution. So, guys, this was the third part of your Learn Polity through MCQs. We will be coming up with more such parts. Till then, stay connected with Edufy.